When it comes to maintaining inner peace, relationships play a central role in our lives. They shape how we experience joy, love, and connection. But they can also bring turmoil and discord if not handled with care. One of the keys to safeguarding your inner tranquility lies in knowing what aspects of your relationships to keep private. Not everything needs to be shared with others, and some things are best cherished in the quiet corners of your heart. The wisdom of this approach isn't about secrecy or distrust. It's about cultivating a space of peace and security where the fragile and precious aspects of your connections can thrive without interference. First, keep the details of your conflicts between you and the person involved. Arguments and disagreements are inevitable in any relationship, but sharing these conflicts with outsiders can often magnify the problem. When you involve others, you open the door to unsolicited advice, misunderstandings, and judgment, which can muddy the waters and escalate tension. The Stoic way is to address issues calmly and directly with the person involved, without letting external opinions fan the flames. Resolve conflicts privately, so they become opportunities for growth rather than public spectacles. Similarly, the intimate vulnerabilities shared within your relationships should remain sacred. Whether it's your partner's deepest fears or a close friend's personal struggles, these moments of trust are not yours to broadcast. Sharing them with others, even under the guise of seeking advice or sympathy, can break the bond of trust and leave both parties feeling exposed. Inner peace comes from knowing you've honored the sanctity of those moments, keeping them as a testament to the trust shared between you. Another aspect to consider is your future plans and aspirations. When you share too much too soon, you expose your dreams to the scrutiny of others. Their doubts, envy, or even well-meaning skepticism can weigh heavily on your mind, creating unnecessary pressure or discouragement. Protecting your goals by keeping them private ensures that you remain focused on the journey ahead, free from the noise of external opinions. By the time your plans come to fruition, they will speak for themselves. Your financial matters are another area to keep private. Discussing income, expenses, or financial disagreements with others often invites unnecessary comparisons and judgments. People's perceptions of money are deeply personal and frequently biased. Sharing too much can lead to misunderstandings, envy, or even strained relationships. By keeping these details to yourself, you safeguard not only your financial well-being, but also the harmony in your relationships. Expressions of affection, too, can benefit from a touch of privacy. In an age of social media, it's tempting to share every loving gesture, every romantic dinner, and every heartfelt gift. But public displays often dilute the authenticity of those moments. They risk becoming performative rather than genuine. Keeping these moments private allows them to remain special and sincere, a quiet bond that strengthens your relationship without external validation. It's equally important to maintain privacy around the boundaries you establish in your relationships. Boundaries are deeply personal and unique to each connection. Sharing them with others often invites critique or challenges to their validity. When you quietly uphold your boundaries without explaining or justifying them to others, you protect both your peace and the integrity of your relationships. Finally, the essence of your relationship itself is worth protecting. This doesn't mean you should never share anything about your relationships with others, but the core of what makes your connection unique should remain yours alone. The shared jokes, the subtle glances, the unspoken understanding. These are treasures that grow more meaningful when they are kept between the two of you. Broadcasting the essence of your relationship can sometimes invite unnecessary comparisons or even interference, disrupting the delicate balance that makes it special. Maintaining privacy in these areas isn't about creating barriers or isolating yourself from the world. It's about recognizing that not everything in your life needs an audience. By keeping certain aspects of your relationships private, you create a sanctuary where trust, love, and understanding can flourish, untainted by external influences. This, in turn, nurtures your inner peace, allowing you to navigate the complexities of life with clarity and composure. When you choose to guard the private aspects of your relationships, you are also fostering a profound sense of respect, not only for others, but for yourself. Respecting another person's confidentiality, emotions, and shared experiences reflects the depth of your character. It signifies a maturity that values connection over validation, sincerity over spectacle. This respect creates a foundation of trust, a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, and trust, as fragile as it may be, grows stronger when it's protected from the unpredictable winds of external opinions and scrutiny. By maintaining privacy, you are also embracing the art of discretion. In many ways, discretion is a form of wisdom, a quiet, deliberate act of withholding what doesn't need to be shared. It's about recognizing the power of silence and understanding that not everything requires a witness or an explanation. In relationships, discretion acts as a shield, protecting both parties from the unnecessary vulnerabilities that come with overexposure. It prevents gossip, misinterpretation, and the erosion of intimacy caused by allowing too many voices into your personal space. Consider, for example, the way rumors often spread when private matters become public. A seemingly innocent revelation can spiral into a distorted narrative as it passes through the filters of other people's perceptions. Each person adds their bias, their assumptions, until the truth is unrecognizable. Keeping your relationships private minimizes the risk of such distortions. It allows the truth of your connections to remain unpolluted by the noise of the world. There's also a certain strength in privacy. It's not a weakness to keep parts of your life guarded. Rather, it's a declaration of independence. It's an acknowledgement that your happiness, your struggles, and your victories don't need to be validated by others. This inner strength helps you weather the storms of life without seeking external approval or sympathy. It's a Stoic reminder that true contentment comes from within, not from the fleeting opinions of others. Privacy also gives you the space to grow, both individually and as part of a relationship. Growth often requires vulnerability, trial and error, and moments of quiet reflection. When your relationship is constantly in the spotlight, that growth is stifled by the fear of judgment or the need to perform for others. Privacy allows you to make mistakes, to learn, and to evolve without the added pressure of external observation. It creates an environment where authenticity can thrive, unencumbered by the expectations of others. Moreover, when you practice privacy, you are less likely to fall into the trap of comparison. In today's world, where social media creates an endless stream of curated images and stories, it's easy to feel as though your life or relationship is lacking. But these comparisons are often based on illusions, highlight reels rather than the full story. By keeping your relationship private, you remove yourself from this cycle of comparison. You can focus on what truly matters, the genuine connection you share with the other person. This approach also encourages you to focus on the present moment. When you're not constantly sharing or seeking validation, you become more attuned to the here and now. You notice the small, beautiful details of your relationship, the way a smile lights up a face, the comfort of a shared silence, the warmth of a simple gesture. These moments are fleeting and precious, and they are best savored in privacy, without distraction or the need to document them for others. At the same time, privacy fosters resilience. Relationships, like all aspects of life, have their ups and downs. When the downs happen, privacy acts as a buffer, protecting you from the magnifying glass of public opinion. It gives you the space to work through challenges without the added burden of explaining yourself to others. This resilience, born from a sense of quiet self-assurance, helps you navigate difficult times with grace and dignity. It's also worth noting that privacy doesn't mean secrecy in the negative sense. It's not about hiding things out of shame or fear. Instead, it's about intentionality, choosing what to share and with whom. It's a form of boundary setting that allows you to control the narrative of your life. This control isn't about manipulation, it's about creating a safe space for your relationships to flourish, free from the meddling or misinterpretations of others. Privacy is a gift you give to yourself and to those you care about. It's a way of saying, this is ours, this is special. This doesn't need to be explained or justified to anyone else. It's an act of love, respect, and mindfulness that strengthens your relationships and preserves your peace. By embracing this principle, you not only deepen your connections, but also cultivate a more serene and harmonious inner life, one that remains steadfast in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Maintaining privacy in relationships also nurtures a deep sense of individuality within the connection. A relationship is not about losing yourself in someone else, but about two individuals coming together to create something meaningful. When privacy is respected, it allows both people to retain their unique identities. You aren't forced to mold your relationship into what others think it should look like, nor do you have to compromise on your authenticity to satisfy external expectations. Privacy grants you the freedom to define your relationship on your own terms, fostering mutual respect and appreciation for each other's individuality. There's also an important psychological benefit to keeping certain parts of your relationship private. When you withhold certain intimate details from the public eye, you are preserving a mental sanctuary, a place that feels untouched and sacred. This mental sanctuary becomes a source of comfort, a safe retreat from the noise of the outside world. It's a space where you can reflect, process, and recharge without the burden of external scrutiny. This, in turn, reinforces your emotional stability and strengthens your capacity to handle life's challenges with resilience. Another dimension of privacy is its role in preventing unnecessary drama. When too many people are privy to the inner workings of your relationships, misunderstandings and complications can arise. People, even with good intentions, tend to project their own experiences, biases, and insecurities onto your situation. This can lead to unsolicited advice, judgment, or even unwarranted interference. By keeping your relationship private, you eliminate the risk of these external forces creating unnecessary friction. You maintain control over the narrative and avoid the emotional turbulence that comes from trying to address the opinions of others. Privacy also plays a crucial role in creating lasting memories. Not every beautiful moment needs to be shared with the world to be meaningful. In fact, the most treasured memories are often those that remain private, shared only between you and the person involved. These moments, small, quiet, and deeply personal, form the fabric of your relationship. When they're kept private, they become even more significant because they belong exclusively to you. They're not diluted by external validation or subjected to the fleeting judgments of others. When you keep your relationship private, you're also preserving its mystery and uniqueness. In a world where oversharing has become the norm, privacy is an act of rebellion against the ordinary. It's a way of saying that your connection is special, that it doesn't need to be put on display to be validated. This sense of mystery not only deepens the bond between you and your partner, but also protects the relationship from becoming mundane or routine. It creates an air of exclusivity that enhances the emotional intimacy between you. Another benefit of maintaining privacy is that it minimizes the influence of external comparisons. In relationships, comparisons can be destructive. They can lead to feelings of inadequacy, envy, or resentment, none of which are conducive to a healthy relationship. When you keep the details of your relationship private, you shield yourself from these comparisons. You stop measuring your happiness against someone else's curated highlights. Instead, you focus on the unique dynamics of your relationship, appreciating it for what it is rather than what others think it should be. This focus on authenticity extends to how you handle conflicts. When conflicts arise, keeping them private allows you to resolve them in a way that aligns with your values and the needs of the relationship. You're not swayed by the opinions or expectations of others, which often complicate matters further. Privacy empowers you to approach conflicts with clarity, empathy, and patience. It creates a safe space where both parties can express themselves openly, knowing that their vulnerabilities won't be exposed to an audience. Privacy also protects the joy of simple moments. The beauty of a relationship often lies in its simplicity, the small gestures, the shared laughter, the quiet companionship. These moments don't need an audience to be meaningful. In fact, sharing them too widely can sometimes strip them of their authenticity. When you keep these moments private, they retain their purity and become a source of deep, enduring joy. Moreover, when you respect the privacy of your relationship, you're setting an example for others. You're demonstrating that it's possible to cultivate a meaningful, fulfilling connection without seeking external validation. This can inspire others to adopt a similar approach, creating a ripple effect of healthier, more respectful relationships. Maintaining privacy also enhances the sense of security within your relationship. Knowing that the details of your connection are protected creates a foundation of trust. It reassures both parties that their bond is valued and safeguarded, not something to be displayed for the world's approval. This sense of security fosters emotional stability and allows the relationship to grow in a healthy, balanced way. Privacy is not about isolation or secrecy, it's about intentionality and respect. It's about recognizing that the most meaningful aspects of your relationships are often the most fragile, and they deserve to be protected. By keeping certain things private, you're creating a safe, nurturing space where love, trust, and connection can thrive. This, in turn, strengthens your inner peace, allowing you to navigate the complexities of life with greater confidence and grace. The concept of keeping relationships private becomes even more significant when you consider the influence of external energy, both positive and negative. Every person you share details with brings their own energy, perspective, and intentions into the dynamic, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Even well-meaning individuals can unintentionally project their fears, insecurities, or biases onto your relationship. These projections can plant seeds of doubt or create unnecessary tensions where none previously existed. By maintaining privacy, you create a barrier against this external influence, ensuring that your relationship grows in its natural rhythm without being shaped or distorted by outside forces. Additionally, privacy encourages a greater level of accountability within the relationship itself. When challenges arise, the temptation to seek external opinions can often serve as a way of deflecting responsibility. It's easy to look for validation from friends or family who might take your side, but this often leads to unresolved issues and deeper misunderstandings. By keeping these matters private, you're forced to confront them directly with the other person involved. This builds stronger communication skills, nurtures emotional honesty, and fosters mutual understanding, qualities that are essential for a thriving relationship. Privacy also provides an opportunity for reflection. When every detail of your relationship isn't shared with others, you have the mental space to evaluate your emotions, decisions, and actions. This reflection allows you to identify patterns, recognize areas for improvement, and celebrate moments of growth without the distraction of external commentary. It's a form of self-awareness that strengthens not only your relationship, but also your personal development. Reflection in privacy gives you the clarity to understand what truly matters, untainted by the noise of opinions or expectations. In relationships, there's a delicate balance between transparency and discretion. While honesty and openness with your partner are crucial, not every thought or feeling needs to be aired publicly. Privacy allows you to distinguish between what should remain within the sanctity of the relationship and what, if anything, can be shared with others. This balance is an exercise in wisdom, teaching you to discern the difference between connection and oversharing, between trust and unnecessary vulnerability. Another crucial aspect of privacy is its role in protecting relationships from envy. Not everyone who witnesses your happiness will celebrate it. Jealousy can often masquerade as concern or curiosity, and it has the potential to create rifts or misunderstandings. By keeping the details of your relationship private, you shield it from becoming a target of envy. This isn't about assuming the worst of others, but rather about recognizing the complexity of human emotions and protecting what is precious to you. Privacy can also strengthen the bond of exclusivity. When you reserve certain experiences, conversations, and moments exclusively for your partner, you're reinforcing the uniqueness of your connection. This exclusivity creates a sense of intimacy that's hard to replicate when too many people are involved in your personal life. It's a reminder that your relationship is a priority, a private world that belongs only to the two of you. This shared space fosters a deep sense of belonging, allowing both partners to feel valued and secure. Furthermore, the act of keeping relationships private teaches you patience and restraint. In a world that rewards instant gratification and oversharing, the choice to keep certain things to yourself requires discipline. It's a practice in self-control, reminding you that not every moment needs to be validated by others to hold significance. This restraint aligns with the principles of mindfulness, encouraging you to fully experience the present without the need to document or announce it. In doing so, you become more attuned to the depth of your emotions and the richness of your experiences. Privacy also reduces the emotional exhaustion that often comes with constant sharing. When every detail of your life is exposed, you're left vulnerable to the opinions, criticisms, and unsolicited advice of others. This can be draining both mentally and emotionally. By choosing privacy, you conserve your energy, focusing it on nurturing the relationship itself rather than defending it or explaining it to others. This conservation of emotional energy allows you to approach your connection with greater presence and intention. In addition, privacy fosters a deeper sense of gratitude. When you keep your relationship private, you're more likely to appreciate its value without the distractions of external validation. Gratitude flourishes in quiet reflection, in moments where you can fully recognize the beauty of your connection without comparing it to others. This gratitude strengthens the bond between you and your partner, creating a cycle of positivity that enhances the relationship over time. Lastly, privacy serves as a reminder of the sacred nature of relationships. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a close friendship, or a familial bond, these connections are among the most meaningful aspects of life. Treating them with care and respect by preserving their privacy elevates their importance. It acknowledges that some things are too profound, too personal, to be shared casually. This sense of sacredness instills a deep reverence for your relationships, allowing them to flourish in an environment of trust, love, and mutual respect. In every aspect of life, the decision to maintain privacy is a quiet act of strength. It's a way of preserving your peace, protecting your relationships, and prioritizing what truly matters. By embracing this principle, you create a foundation of stability and serenity, both within your relationships and within yourself. In the grand tapestry of life, relationships hold a sacred space. They're where we find connection, meaning, and growth. But to preserve the beauty of these bonds, privacy is not just an option, it's a necessity. It's a quiet yet powerful act of love and respect, protecting the sanctity of what you hold dear from unnecessary scrutiny, interference, or misinterpretation. By keeping certain aspects of your relationships private, you create a safe haven for trust to deepen, for love to flourish, and for your connection to grow stronger in ways only you and your partner can truly understand. Privacy isn't about hiding, it's about cherishing. It's about recognizing that the most precious parts of your life deserve to be safeguarded, nurtured in a space free from the noise and opinions of the outside world. In that sacred space, you allow authenticity to thrive. You create room for reflection, for understanding, and for intimacy to bloom untainted by external pressures. It's in this space of quiet reverence that the truest connections are formed. When you respect privacy, you're not only protecting your relationships from unnecessary harm, but also honoring your own peace of mind. You're choosing to focus on what truly matters, on shared laughter, heartfelt conversations, and those beautiful, fleeting moments that make life so rich. These are the treasures of relationships, and they're worth guarding with care and intention. In a world that often values spectacle over substance, choosing privacy is a bold statement. It's a reminder that not everything needs to be shared, explained, or validated. It's an affirmation that your happiness, your challenges, and your growth are your own to experience. This intentional choice doesn't just strengthen your relationships, it nurtures your inner peace, allowing you to face life with clarity, confidence, and calm. So as you move forward, I invite you to reflect on your own relationships. Ask yourself, what moments, what stories, and what emotions are worth keeping private? How can you create a sanctuary within your connections, free from the distractions and judgments of the outside world? The answers to these questions will not only protect the integrity of your relationships, but also guide you toward a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace. Thank you for taking this journey with me today. If you found value in these insights, make sure to like this video and share it with someone who might benefit from this message. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content like this. Your support helps us grow and continue sharing wisdom that empowers and inspires. Until next time, take care, and remember, true peace begins with the choices you make every day.